Hello all, welcome back to Shaving with Peg Leg. I appreciate you all being here. If it's your first time here or if you're already not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. It's one click and it's free. Thank you. Alright guys, today the Parker 22R twist to open in gunmetal. I will say one thing about this razor before even using it. I haven't taken the specs on it. I will do that after the shave. It doesn't have a real positive lockdown. It locks. I mean, you can feel it get tight at the end, but there's no click over, no real positive lock to it. So, just for your information, I am not using a Parker blade in that today. I am using a Supermax Blue Diamond Titanium on its 5th use. Love those blades. They are sharp and they are good, and I'm going to push this one to see how far it'll go. Today, for soap, we're using my sample of Chiseled Face Pine Tar. There's the pour and the scent. Go find a pine tree and put your nose up against it. I mean, it smells like flipping pine trees. They don't have a splash for that. The splash that they use for that is, well, at least in the sample packs, they don't have a splash for it. They have a splash for every soap in the sample packs except for that one. That one I got their natural splash, so we'll use that because that's the only odd splash. It's the only splash without a natural soap, and this is the only soap without a splash. So I put 2 and 2 together, and somehow I got 4. Unlike today's math where you get 3 or 5, whatever. And I thought I'd give it a whip with a 28mm Masetto. I think these are Best Badger, but I just thought I've never used these big ones. I have used the big one on my face. I haven't used this one on my face. I figure I'll give it a shot. And I'm using my Q-shaped scuttle. I've got new neighbors moving in at the end of the street, on my little side street where there's only 6 units. The last one on the end across the street was sold, and I got new neighbors there. And a couple months ago, the one next to it, there's a unit right across from me, and a unit catty corner, and then one at the end of the street. There's only 3 on each side on this street. And a couple months ago, the one right here across the street from me, diagonal, that one was sold and somebody moved in. And I think the brush is soaking up all the soap. I'm not getting any lather in the scuttle at all. Probably should have gone with a synthetic. Yeah, the brush is absorbing. This is my scuttle. There's nothing in it. It's all there. So basically we're going to be doing a face lather today, which is fun. Oh, I always forget this for some reason. Alright, class is off, so I can't see anything to see how bad I'm doing. Wet the face. PAA cube dip it in the water just to get the end wet. And a little bit of pre-shave. Don't need a lot. Dip the fingers in the water. Work it into a lather. And we're all pre-shaved now. Let's give it a shot. It's like walking in the woods, guys. Seriously. It's all you smell. I mean, it's just heavy pine tar scent, which is good because that's what it is. It's pine tar. Kind of like it. You go if you go camping and you shave while you're camping, which I never did. I never bothered to shave when I was in the woods. I always wanted to look scruffy and grumpy, like I'd been out there a while. If you shave in the woods, this would be the scent for you. This stuff will take a lot of water. Because it still looks like toothpaste on my face to me. And I only put like a thumbnail size piece. I take my little shovel and I just go around the top of the dish and scrape some out, and I get a piece about as big as my thumbnail. And then I put it in the bowl. And then I try and lather it with a badger brush. And the badger absorbs all the soap. So this stuff takes a lot of water. Last night, I was sitting on my porch. I was just sitting there. I was watching a video. It was about 6th generation stealth fighters. What was coming out? I'm not gonna talk about that. When I was watching that video, all of a sudden, a dive bomber come flying across my field of view at me and hit me right in the arm. And I looked, and there's a roach about that long twinkling his antennas at me on my arm right here, looking up at me. I looked at him, he looked at me, and it was like he was looking at me like a challenge, like, what you gonna do about it? Well, he found out what I was gonna do about it. This hand was the hand of God to him. Whack! And elimination followed. And a splatter all over my arm and hand, but that doesn't matter, that's what soap and water's for. It's like, okay, you want to dive bomb me? And sit there and twitch at me? No problem, you little bastard. Hope you enjoyed life, because it's just ending. See, this soap will take a lot of water. Alright, I gotta stop there. That should be good enough. No. Didn't go in far enough. This brush is a little too big for the face. I'm not gonna do that again. I'll stick with 26 and under. It's just a wee bit big. Alright, with the grain. And a brush hair. Razor shaves well. Guys, that blade does not feel like it's on its 5th use at all. It's not even close to being done yet. See, I just had to tighten this up because it doesn't lock over. The blade started chattering on me just a little bit. I could feel it. There's not a lot of blade feel with this razor. There's some, but not a lot. It's a good razor. So far, after one pass, it's a good razor. But it doesn't lock. And I already had it in the locking mess. You hold here and twist here. Wasn't for my neck, I could probably get away with 2 passes, but I always do at least 3. I got a lot of banking to do tomorrow. I gotta hit 3 different banks. I gotta drop the pool guy his money. My mom house sits for friends of hers. She goes over and she does the cleaning and laundry and stuff after people have been there. She finishes up what they don't do. And she keeps the place. They live in Connecticut. He was the chief of the Mohegan tribe. I've talked about him before. Total asshole. But he was the chief for a while. And they have a house up there and they stay up there most of the time, but they also have the house down here. And she house sits and she goes and she keeps it free of dust and vacuums and whatnot. So just keeps it up for him. And she's supposed to take care of the pool, but she's 78. She can't do it anymore. So she got the lawn guy, the guy that cuts her grass, to do the pool, but she has to pay him to do it. So I gotta go pay him tomorrow. I'm gonna drop off my extortion money. Otherwise known as rent. Own the house but have to rent the land it sits on. My ears are nothing but lather catchers. I haven't read it yet, but I saw another story. It says, massive comet enters our inner solar system and heading towards Earth. So I haven't read the article yet, but it's probably going to be another one of those where it's going to pass within 20 million miles of Earth. That's a near miss. Well, it's not heading towards Earth, you dumbasses. It's heading near Earth. Near Earth. Here, Earth. That's near Earth. That's Earth. And that's what we'd be if a big comet came this way. That would be us. Clickbait, you know? Everybody's got to find a way to cheat somebody somehow with something. Why can't you just give us the information and let us decide on it? Why do you have to give us your opinion in the article or in the title of the article and try and sway our opinion. Just give us the information, let us figure it out for ourselves. But no, everything's a mind wash, a brain wash. Everybody's got to control everybody. It's like, piss off. Let me decide for myself. Anyways, against the grain. You gotta hack shit. You gotta steal people's identity online. I must get a dozen emails from software companies a month for antivirus, different antiviruses. They always want to sell you antivirus. Oh, there's this new bug out. It's going to destroy your computer. You need our antivirus. Watch, I'll show you something. That's how much I had to twist it to tighten it. So if you have one of these razors, keep that in mind, that you have to keep twisting it to tighten it. But yeah, I keep getting antivirus, and protect your computer, protect your information, antivirus. You need to buy our antivirus. It's the best, latest, greatest shit out there. Well, you know what? I wouldn't need that if you stop making viruses and putting them out there in the public. Because you guys are the ones doing it so you can sell your antivirus. There's nobody out there making a virus just to make a virus, just to piss off people's computers. What do they gain from it? Nothing. It's the companies that sell antiviruses making the damn viruses, putting them out in the public so they can sell their antivirus. That's my belief. Believe what you want. But seriously, why would somebody just make a virus? Just to be an asshole? Well, I'm sure there's probably some. But who profits from it? The antivirus companies. Who makes the virus? Antivirus software companies. So that they can sell their shit. I get so tired of it. My bank sent me a notice saying that there's a scam going around. People are calling, claiming they're from the bank and the loan department and getting your personal information and then getting into your account and robbing. You know what? If you're dumb enough, you haven't applied for a loan with the bank, and somebody calls you from the loan department saying, oh, we need this information to finish your loan, and you give it to them and you haven't applied for a loan, you deserve to lose your money if you're that freaking dumb. Sorry? But you know what? Take the safety labels off of everything. Let nature take its course. Let the stupid people die. That's what we did. I grew up. Our parents let us play with knives, guns, lawn darts, all kinds of crazy shit. You know what happened to the stupid kids? They didn't make it. Okay? Got some here. I'm going to give this a pass just because it's minor, but I just want to give it a pass because I want to. But seriously, come on, people. It's like I said this before on a video. In the 60s, cars came with the manual that comes with your car in there, and you flip through the pages. There was a section on how to adjust the valves on your car. Now, the manual for your car comes with a warning telling you not to drink the fluid in the battery. Are you that flippin' stupid? I mean, really? That's like, I believe it was Cornell University. They had a display in their library, and the rare manuscript division of a part of the library, they had a bronze plaque with the Gettysburg Address on it, and in front of it, they had a bust of Abraham Lincoln. They took it out because somebody complained about it. You know what? Let them complain. If it offends them, tell them to stay the hell out of that section. I'm getting tired of all these sissies that can't handle shit. If you're that much of a candy ass, go find a corner in the basement at mommy's house and stay there and let her feed you Hot Pockets and Coca-Colas all day. Stay the hell out of population. I just thought about it. You guys will see it before I talk about it, but you'll see what I'm going to put up for the intro on this video. I just thought about it. I'm going to do it. That's good. It's a good razor. Just a little bit still right there. Just a touch. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Guess what time period we're in now? These are hard times because we got a bunch of weak men that think, I want to be called me or you or thee or it. Because I don't know if I'm a man or a woman. I don't know if I have balls or a vagina. Sorry, there's not 50-some sexes. There's two. There's two. The two that we've always had. Biologically, you're either born a man or a woman. There is no other sexes. Your sexual preference may be different, but there's no other sexes. There's two. Get it through your freaking heads. Two. And stop trying to convert everybody to believe that there's more than that. And stop raising your children and giving them hormone prohibitors. The women out there giving 5 and 6-year-old hormone prohibitors to their children, especially the boys, to make them more feminine. Read the stories, guys. It's out there. They're giving their boys hormone inhibitors to make them more feminine. Our society is so crap. It really is. I'm sorry, but I read these stories. Like I said, I sit on my porch all day. I watch videos. I read stories. Just the stuff out there today is just flipping insane. It's like, where did you people come from? You want to talk about aliens? They're freaking here. They're the ones saying there's 50 different sexes and 4 plus 4 equals 5. And we got the Common Core math to prove it. No, you got nothing to prove that, lady or guy, whatever you are. You got nothing to prove that 4 and 4 equals, or 2 and 2 equals, excuse me, not 4, 4. 2 and 2 equals 5 and not 4. You know, you got nothing to prove that. You got your own freaking insanity that thinks that 2 and 2 is 5. I got 1 and 1, and I'm going to give you both, and you tell me how many times you got them. Twice or 3 times? So tired of these people. I'm sorry, ranting, I know, but really, guys, our society is shit. And somebody seriously, Alan Buck, needs to step up and tell these people just to go to freaking hell where you belong. Take your crazy with you, go to hell, and let the rest of us live a normal flippin' life without your insanity. Nothing here, nothing here. About a half a point here, about a 1 point here, right there. And all the videos about the Karens and Kens out there that bitch about everything. It's like, you know what? They've been with us forever. Just now we have video to show everybody that they're out there. We have a means to show everybody. But they've always been around. Witch hazel. Our children, I'm 58, you guys know that, and a lot of you guys are around my age, but our children are probably going to be the last generation that thinks correctly if we raise them right. I raised mine correctly. They all know there's only two sexes and 2 + 2 = 4. So I'm happy there that I got that right. Some of their other choices, but everybody has to make those choices. We all made mistakes when we grew up. That's called growing up. That's why it's called growing up. You make mistakes. You learn from them. Aging is not growing up. Getting older is not growing up. Growing up is up here. Realizing this is right, this is wrong. That's growing up. Natural. It's a very neutral scent. It's almost like nothing, but it's fine. Nivea Max Hydration Aftershave Balm. Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot. That's gonna go a long way. Anyways, yes, I've been in a dark mood, but that's just because of what I'm seeing written and in video about the world we live in. It's garbage, and I'm not going to be around to see it come back to normal. I don't think. If I am, I'll be in my 80s or 90s. But this generation is so weak. Stop cutting your balls off. Stop growing vaginas. Be a man. Stand up. Do the right thing. Get the crazy out of your head. Leave that for the women because they're good at it. They're born with crazy. And they love to instill their crazy on us. You don't instill that on them. All right. Guys, I appreciate you being here for my rant. It was a good shave. This razor shaves well. The blade in it, the Supermax Blue Diamond Titaniums are a great blade. It was its 5th use. It did not feel like its 5th use. This is the only problem with a razor. You have to constantly make sure it's snug down. But other than that, it's a good razor. It's a good shaver. I'll have all the specs in the description box. All right, guys. Sorry you had to listen to my rant, but I know a lot of you probably agree with me. If you disagree with me, I'm sorry. There's other channels out there, but that's just the way I think. That's my thoughts, and I'm done babbling. So we are done with the babbling. Back on the camera. You're going to be in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.